Jason Minnix, Rob Thompson, the Blitz.
It is the Blitz here on 1250 ESPN San Antonio, 94.5 FM. If you're on the go, slow down. Go find a device. Watch us live. Go to the Facebook page. I recommend going to ESPNSA.com. There you'll see our YouTube feed, or hang on our YouTube channel wherever you are. Thanks for joining us. We look forward to Wednesdays at 6 because we broaden our food universe. We use things we love and improve the quality of things that we eat. Southern recipe, small batch pork rinds involved in all of that. Keto friendly as always, but always delicious as well. We're joined by Mark Singleton. Good to catch up with an old friend. Good to have you back, Mark. How's your day going?
Oh, man, it is unbelievably pretty here in Dallas, Texas. We got a robin egg blue sky out there, and it's going to be a beautiful week.
It is going to be a beautiful week leading into a great Easter holiday. And the recipe today, I'm excited about how you're going to do this because you're taking pizza and nachos and pork rinds and combining it into all. It's like you got the Minnix favorite food groups and put them all into one.
Well, I mean, we started thinking about what this weekend was going to be. And I mean, golly, this is the Final Four. This is the big dance. This is and how cool is this with Baylor versus Houston, two Texas teams and then two West Coast teams? It's So we wanted to come up with a great dip that people can use for this weekend's parties and this weekend's Final Four, because I know a lot of people are starting to get together. I know my family's getting together. Some of us have been vaccinated. Some have already had it. And it's just going to be really great for a lot of people. So, Jason, you're exactly right. This is what the heck are we doing? As y'all know, we can make nachos with pork rinds just by using your regular pork rind base and then cheese on top and your jalapenos and all the rest of your garnishes. People do that. They're in ballparks when we get to go to games again all over America. But this is a little different. This is what we could call pizza nachos, or pizza dip with pork rinds. And I'm going to tell you, this is going to be the hit of the weekend. And Rob, as you know, we can get Jason to make it. It's got a little green on it, but we can get Jason to make it because you can smoke this. Honest to God, Jason, I want you to smoke this when we do this, okay? So James is going to roll some pictures as we go along. This is a really simple recipe, too. You know, all we have to do is take our 2 bags of pork rinds, obviously. And then we take 4 to 6 medium tomatoes. You see them there at the bottom. You take a red bell pepper, you take 2 cups of cherry tomatoes, and you coat all that with olive oil. Sprinkle a little kosher salt on top of it. And guess where we're going to put that, Chase?
I'm waiting for you to tell me. You're going to mix it all together. Yeah,
I think we're putting a cast iron skillet. There we go.
Put it in a frying pan. Okay, back, James. Right. We're going to put it in our frying pan, and we're going to coat those vegetables, and we're going to char those vegetables. And we're going to just really get that caramelized sugar stuff going, that crazy thing that happens when heat eats meat. And, just it changes the flavor. So you're going to do this outside in your smoker. We're going to char those down. You're going to take them out. You're going to take that stem out of that bell pepper, and then you're just going to squish them. You just take a fork and literally squish this up. This is how easy this is. Now you squish that up, and then we take, the little buffalo mozzarella pearls.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you just drop them around just like you're topping a pizza, right? Just drop them around there, and then you take your pepperoni, and you put it around there. Oh, are you getting this, Jason?
Yeah, I am getting it, and I'm getting hungry, by the way. Yes.
And then we take some freshly shaved. I got some great mozzarella, and I shaved it off, and we put it on top, and we stuck it in the oven again. Oh, and then once again, you let that bubble. And here's what everybody's going to do. You're going to want to take this out too early. You got that shaved mozzarella on it. You put it in your oven, and don't take it out too early. Let that cook. Really let that mozzarella get brown. Let that pepperoni get brown. Bring it out. I top mine with some fresh basil and some fresh oregano and some Italian peppers. And let me tell you guys, this is going to be the best dip you'll serve this weekend. And we serve it on pork rinds, obviously, because we're trying to keep it keto friendly. And we make pork rinds. And you're just going to love this.
Mark, I'm quite frankly stunned, and this I'm mesmerized. And if I start to drool, forgive me. You need to be at ESPNSA.com. Look at this because it is one of the more beautiful dishes I've seen. And the idea that it remains keto friendly is certainly important to many. But I can't wait to taste the pork rind. And I'm wondering what flavor you would recommend for my pork rind on this one. Which one did you use?
Well, those of us who are watching on Facebook, I've got one of the salt and pepper pork rinds in my hand. And literally, you're just going to take your fork, guys, and you're going to just dip this up on the pork rind and eat it. You can put it in little serving dishes. What would really be cool if you had some little iron skillets themselves that you could, heat up and pass out. This is just an incredibly good recipe. It's really different. And it's a way to get that great pizza taste without all those carbs, man.
Well, and one of the other great things is you're using a pork rind to use as a dipper. And the way you guys cut the Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds, they're all a little bit different, but they're all kind of great for getting a good, healthy scoop on there. Some of those pork rinds are good, big old gnarly looking pork rinds, but great for dipping, and because that looks kind of heavy, and the pork rind is going to be able to handle the weight of that pizza dip, because it almost looks like one of those Chicago deep dish pizzas that you've got going in there without the crust.
That's really what it is. It's a pizza without a crust. But what's really cool is by doing it all yourself, it's so fresh. It's better than a pizza, really, because remember, we use Roma tomatoes, we use some heirloom baby tomatoes.
So that was my question. So you use those were Roma tomatoes that appeared to be. Is that something necessary, or can I just use a big old beefsteak tomato as well? Seriously, which do you recommend? They're probably side by side.
Yeah, beefsteaks would be recommended. I'm making pizza. I picked the Romas. This is just one of those recipes that you wouldn't see coming. Now, let's talk about if we wanted to serve it as a nacho. Well, once again, as you take it out of the oven, it's all hot. You top it with your basil, you top it with your oregano, and then you place it on top of a plate of nachos, and let that cheese and juice and everything dribble down through there. Once again, it's a great dish. It's an easy dish. It's not a light dish. As Jason said, use two hands. That thing's going to be heavy. But it's really, really good. And then think about all the other things that you can substitute pork rinds for as you're looking for a cook. We made some fish the other night, and you've seen us do this before. But just a little fish and just a little sprinkle along the top. It adds a little flavor. Remember, when you're cooking, great, you want your taste, obviously. You want aroma, but you also need texture to really make a dish.
It's bacon flavored panko. It's bacon panko to put some crisp and crunch on everything you want, and it's healthy and perfect for you in that keto lifestyle. While we talk about making this, we are in the midst. This is the triple witching hour for fans, for football fans. We've never had the likes of this. As we come into this weekend, we have the availability of 2 national championships that are going to be televised. We have a golf tournament here in San Antonio that will be available to you. We got nachos and baseball tomorrow for opening day. We have football on Saturday and a variety of conferences that are still playing and busy. There is no better time to be a sports fan, to sit back in front of your TV, socially distanced, with a fantastic dish that looks like what we just saw. It's a work of art. It is the colors pop, the banana peppers make it look great, the shaved mozzarella to go along with everything else, the gooey goodness. And what really kicked it over the top is making your own tomato sauce. I have never even attempted that before. Go get those Roma tomatoes and those little cherry ones. It looks easy. Fantastic. Throw it in the oven, squish them up, and put the cheese on top. We're not playing around here. This is pro level food, brought to you by a pro like Mark Singleton, a food scientist extraordinaire. One other question for a food scientist: why kosher salt over another salt?
Well, it's less processed.
Is that what it is?
I mean, and it's easier for me to control. It's bigger grains, so I'm one of these guys that love to toss the stuff in his food, toss the greens on. I know y'all have cooked with Tim Byers before. One time, my father-in-law had spent all this time chopping these green onions for we were making a dirty rice, a duck liver dirty rice. And he spends all this time, and he thinks he's going to get, and he's got all this parsley, and he thinks he's going to get to, finish up the dish. We grilled lemons to put on top of it. It's so beautiful. And Tim walks by, and he grabs 2 handfuls and goes, wow, wow. And it's like magic. It just looks pretty on the dish. And, and I can just see my father and go, oh, yeah.
10,000 hours.
And making food pretty it isn't necessary, but it sure is fun. And it doesn't taste any worse. But it is something that I never thought I'd be doing, Jace, for sure. I never thought I'd be making pretty food.
You want to see some pretty food, head over to porkrindrecipes.com and check it out. These were the Pizza Rind Nachos, lots of other Beard Award-winning recipes that are there for you. We've gone over them week by week, and Mark, you have outdone yourself this week as we head into a fine weekend of viewing. You've got the orders. Head over to HEB, get that Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. We have the recipe there online, porkrindrecipes.com, and go get it and enjoy something that is absolutely spectacular. And for your keto folks, you're welcome. Your life just got better. Mark, thanks for stopping by, man. This was delicious.
Hey, guys, y'all have a blessed weekend, and can't wait to catch up with y'all. I've got some surprises next time we talk.
Oh, awesome. Boy. Here we go.
Singleton, Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. Go to HEB, buy all those great different flavors. They got the to-go bags. They got the big bags. Get a bunch of those big ones because they go fast. That looks
they
fantastic.
do. And I tell you what. Yeah, I mean, a friend of mine, Sean Conley, just started a keto diet. And he was like, man, I just crave pizza. Can't wait to send him this recipe because that's what it is. I mean, there's certain things when you're on keto that you might have to give up.
Remember in the dark ages,
we just solved the problem.
When it wasn't known as keto, it was known as Atkins, and you would make a pizza by cutting out a piece of cardboard from your most recent purchase and put some kind of non-sugary ketchup on top of that, and then find some kind of pasty, weird cheese to go on top of that. And we thought that was living.
I know a guy.
Things have improved greatly.
I know a guy. Actually, we know a guy who takes for his keto pizza, gets the whole pizza and scrapes all the stuff off onto a plate, throws the crust away, and eats it with a fork and knife. That ain't living. That ain't the way to do it.
That's not living. No, that's not living at all. You got to, if you're looking to lose weight, you got to do it the right way. You know what I believe in.